Today we're going to change the oil and the oil filter on the tractor over there. I'd like to get the Jaguar running, and once I get the oil changed, put the tractor over here, put the black car back here. I don't know, do something with that, I don't know. But I got to move this stuff to get my little runners on there that I'll show you that I made, so I can put the tractor on here this way, not that way. So not that way, that way. So let's do that. And like I say, I hope you enjoy watching videos like this. And the good thing is, like I tell you, you can, if you make your own YouTube videos, you got timestamps, real cool. So if you want to talk to me directly, you can text trichodecaphobia 9898. No, don't do that, because I don't know what that'll do to you. I'm just kind of funning around. Everything's 9898. I don't know why that is. I guess that's the broadband something for using your phone. I don't know. Okay, well, let's get this stuff shuffled around. Got to put gas in this car. There's not a drop in it because I drain every bit of it out if it sits for a little bit of time. And I can't take it out today for multiple reasons. One, it's muddy. The other is the police have been up and down this road like crazy today. I've heard sirens going off. I bet you I've heard them 8 or 10 times, and they pulled somebody over right over here. And they pulled a delivery truck and all kinds of stuff. So I guess there's been complaints about what goes on out here. And I can see why. They drag race and everything else out here. So I don't mind them being out there as long as they don't pull me over. Curly shuffle here, but at least I got a lift, you know. Once complained that I had no lift, and now I have one, so let's not get too discouraged here about all this stuff. The only way to do this tractor is really not designed to, I guess it is kind of, to have this big old, what is this thing, 63-inch mower deck or whatever it is. It's really a utility tractor, and how can I say it? It's sort of hard to get the oil out of it. You'll see in a minute. I have to put a pan under the here to get the oil to come out, or all the oil will just flood onto the mower deck. It's just not really designed to use it the way I use it. But boy, it sure works great. I love this old girl. She's really been a fine machine for a big long number of years in the world. That's a gold top Jaguar head right there, gang. I'm holding on to it. So what's next? The Bonneville over there. Now John's going to be here tomorrow, and we're going to be working on some of this motorcycle stuff, or as some people in the old country say, motorcycle. I think I can clear that. It's going to be an interesting technique we're going to use to get them dents out, so he can dent it up again. Okay, fuel pump on. Give her a couple of little hits, little love taps there. Let's see if she's going to go. Hope she does. It's been raining a little bit today, but they say it's all but over. I got a little bit of an exhaust leak. You know, and I hand cut some really good gasket material. Well, when it gets hot, it'll go away. I don't know if that's what that is or not. And let's do this. This is always fun. Make his little red light. Pontiac himself. Well, it's getting to be summertime, so we can turn. This is always cool. I remember when I was a little boy. All right, now it's nice and cool. Although that's not hooked up at all. I took that thing out one time. We're talking about a nightmare of vacuum lines, and this used to say high and medium and off with the blower, but that's long gone. So anyway, it does say air conditioning on it, and 1964 air conditioned car, can't argue with that. So, all right, let's get her over on the other side. Run a little rich with the choke on, that's okay. So would I like to go out and put about 20 or 30 miles on it? You bet I would, but I think I spoke of why earlier. Alright. Now remember, F doesn't mean second. What does it mean? Y'all know what that means. It's interesting. Alright. I got my dancing bear gloves on today. I think these are the last two of the yellow gloves I have left. If you don't use them, they end up, the polymers link and they get crusty and crunchy and all that other stuff. Let's see if I can get far enough in here to close the door. I got a little stop thing up there. When you got 18 feet of car, as far as I'm going. Okay, everything's. Let's see if I made it. I might could push her up a little. Hey! I just made it. Okay, disconnect the battery. Always got to disconnect the battery. I had a little bit left over too. It's hard to judge this thing. The beast from the east here, man. I had a stepsister who lived in Alaska with her husband. He was in the military. And I made these a couple of years ago. I think sure are handy. And so they lived in Alaska. And my stepsister, let's just say, didn't have very good depth perception. And they bought this Corvette. I don't know why in Alaska, but anyway, the story, she just knows into everything. You know, she kind of went till she heard it crunch, you know. Okay. Oh, funny things. Okay, let's see. I have some little white marks right there I put to kind of guide me on the path, but I'll be all right. We'll figure it out. We'll get it up here. I don't, what do I use? I forgot. I think I might turn those things sideways. Let's see. Let me get this set up. Okay. Two men say they're Jesus. One of them must be wrong. Okay, so I think I got everything going. I believe my method, it's been a long time. It's been a year because I change it once a year. And that's enough. I don't, I'll just cut grass with it. So let's see how we do here. Okay, once again, got to make sure you're in neutral. Four-wheel drive is right here. Low gear. See, I just creep right up on that thing. Yep, you don't need nothing. You got right here. And this is the time to pull your brake. Okay. And there we are. So she's locked. Now I'm going to take her out of four-wheel drive because I don't want to forget that. I've run it four-wheel drive. It don't hurt it, but only use it when you need it. It's my credo. Okay, let's go up. I go back and forth on taking these off. I don't know, just leave them on, I guess. Okay, so I think that's pretty good there. So hit the green subscribe button. And there you go. Ain't that groovy? I thought of that at the other house. Because when you do it this way, you can get to all the blades. And it's real easy because you can get your air compressor going and just chucking blades off and take them back to the grinder and sharpen them, clean them, balance them, put them back on. I don't think you need to do that every single year though. Oh, I'll tell you what we're going to do. Let's go, strain the oil out of it first. I'll let it down and get the filter off of it. It's no big deal. I kind of want to do this right now. Alright. I'm lucky to have enough clearance in here because you can put that roll bar right through the roof. Spider, that's where I'd go. It's like there's a welcome sign on this lift saying, welcome all spiders. Like that ought to be enough. Alright, let's mess up my good hat. Alright, let's move these out of the way and just slide. Okay, and look under here. Dang, if it don't look pretty clean, I don't see any reason even messing with any of that. Okay, we look like we're safe. There's no big uglies going on here. There's a little divot right there, not enough for me to stop and take them off. Because the more you take these things off, there's no real damage on the blades. Okay, so let me show you what we got here. I'm gonna take this hat off. I don't want to mess this hat up. I like this hat. Okay, well, let's put it back there. I'll put it here so I won't forget it. Alright, so it does get a little tricky getting your head up in there. So, yeah, I forgot. This is kind of tricky. Okay, I see her now. All right, you see her? She's right there. And you can tell that it's just going to fall right down on the, well, it may not be a bad idea to just let that, well, it goes into that trough right there and then leaks everywhere. What we're going to do, I'll think something. I think I got that metal pan back there that I used for. I thought that was mud. It's just foam. Okay, and then you got to get your catch pan down there. All right, it's all set up nowadays. Let's see what size bolt that is, or plug 5s or whatever. Just see what size it is. We'll do her. Okay, there it is. It's a 17 millimeter. I'm just going to use this catch pan. It only holds 3 quarts. So what am I going to do to keep it from tipping over? Well, I'm going to put a rock in there, of course. What else would you do? All right, let's get that out of there. I don't mind having an oily rock. Might be good for it. Might keep it from squeaking. All right, let's get that off. Always reminds me of a cat I had, that song. Here comes Sun. His name was Sunny. What a great time to check the tire pressure too. That'll mess up your yard. Okay, I got this loose. Let's see here. Get it there, I think. All right, let's let's see if I can actually get to this thing now. Oh, good, there's a lip right there too. All right, let's see if we can get this. Oh, someone's coming down the driveway. All right, let's try her again here. Yeah, well, this good moves. Okay. It's just that I gotta get past all this other stuff. There's hardly any use in greasing them things, is there? I do it, but it feels like it only lasts for like a minute or two. Okay, well, she's coming. Oh, there it comes. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Let's get on the lip here. Okay. We'll just try to get the plug here. Oh, I got her. Okay. There it goes. All right. Like I say, don't hold 3/4, so this ought to do fine. Make sure they're on the lip. Okay. Wear gloves when you do this, gang. No doubt about it. Well, I found that this tire was like at 7 or 8 pounds. I usually run them around 22, so I think she's got a leak in her. So let's give her some pumps here. And I'm not above that at all. I'm certainly not interested in taking that wheel all year. Take these tires off these rims, boy. That is take them to somebody, or unless you're real good at it, because that is a real stinking chore there. Okay, well, glad I found that. Glad I thought to look around. So we'll see how it goes. So I've got the wheels all pumped up. The back ones weren't down but a couple of pounds. The other side of the front, the right front, was a little bit lower. I put a little bit of the stuff in there too, just to keep things honest. So that's good. So let's see how we did here. Well, drain my rock, huh? I don't care if it drips that little bit. I'm gonna let that go for a little bit more, I guess, and we'll pull this. I need to get that off of there, put it down there. I'm not gonna change the fuel filter. Now there's a little red indicator in there, and if it's got water in it, it'll tell you. I don't think it's got any water in it. It looks good. Okay, hadn't had any trouble. So she's 3 quarts 5W30, and I got a whole 5-gallon bucket over right there of 5W30. So let's get this oil filter off. Got the new one right here. The boss. Say, not a sponsor. Okay, trick here is you can take that other piece off right there that surrounds this. A lot better access. Spray around. I know it's not enough light here. Just spray around all your places here. Da-da-da. I think everybody's kind of through with that, but I still do it. Okay. All right. Just don't want any dirt to get in there. Okay. So let's get that filter off and the new one on. I can get a little bit of oil in this one, and then every little bit counts, you know. Try not to make too bad of a mess. But let's go ahead and take this out and get it out of the way. All right. I don't think I'll knock any dirt down in that hole. I think it'll be okay. Let me go get my strop. All right. I got the new filter. All filters over there draining. And we've got our fresh Schaefer's oil here. And they say don't do this, it contaminates it or something. I don't know how in the world that's, unless you contaminate it, I don't know how you contaminate it. I don't get that. So I don't want to waste much of this, if any. So I just want to get a little head start. That's all I want to do. You put a little bit around there. Contaminated it. Ree! Okay. Okay. Let's just spin that around and let it get in the media. Thing's heavy for such a little sucker. All right. All right, there you go. And everybody just read the directions on how tight to put it back on. Okay, that's all you got to do. Okay, and all right, let's tighten that up and get my funnel here and put 3/4 in there and we'll be cool. Everything else checks out good. I like these batteries. I've come to where I like these. They're just a plain battery. They're not very expensive. So AGMs on newer cars or the BMW and stuff, but on this older stuff, you're better off with just a battery like that. That's what's in the Jag. I probably need batteries for this car and this car, but I get sick of buying batteries and tires there. Of course, I did it to myself. Oh, the drain plug's back in. Got a little bit of oil running around on the thing. I ain't hurt nothing. I got my funnel going. I got 1 quart here. Now you can fill it up here too, I think. I think there's another place, but it's always very dirty. So this place is generally cleaner. I guess because the fan blowing by it, I don't know. But I generally will fill on the side and not the top. Just kind of my way. Okay, we have 3 solid quarts in there. Now the high mark is, well, the high mark is right there. Not gonna focus on a bit, but it should come out a little higher than that if my memory serves me. And then once it gets taken up, yeah, it comes out higher than that. It'll be fine. We'll crank it up and check her again, but that ought to be it. So tight. Drain plug's in, obviously. This is on there good and tight, and we're all set. So just drop her down and move her over, and then we'll go on the Jaguar. And I think I don't have any trouble checking the oil. I don't with that thing on. Let's put that thing back on since it's kind of working height. Got it a couple feet in there. It's kind of nice. I must say I was surprised on my last video that I didn't get a copyright infraction, but I didn't for whatever reason. That's good. Well, let's crank her up and get her out of here. So, gotta get this is always tricky. You gotta watch these things real careful like. Alright. Oh, let's see. Got some good fresh gasoline there. Push water out there. Alright, let's see what we can do there. I don't want to hook on anything. Okay. So let's see what we got. We're going to ride out to the mailbox. That's what we're going to do, because I got to go get my mail. And I saw this girl stop by and put something in the box. So let's go see what we got out there. This is the drawer of foam. Whenever I get some kind of cool foam, I stick it in there. Okay. Never can tell when it's going to come in handy. So you got your boards lined up here. You don't want to back off and mess that up. Okay, we're in 2-wheel drive. Put my mail right there. Okay. I don't think I need those for right now. Okay, let's get the brake off. Get the glow plugs glowing. Let's see how long it takes to get the oil pressure to come up. Not very long. That's acceptable. Let's wrap it up. I took her out to the mailbox because I wanted to get that goo around in the tires and everything too. So let's see where we stand here. Might just be just a little tiny touch over full. pretty careful about things like that, so I don't understand that. No, right on the mark. Right on the mark. Okay. All right. Well, that's the battery exhausted. Okay. Well, that's it for the 2305. And so be sure and give me a thumbs up and subscribe. And we'll move on to other things now. Okay. Feel good about that. That's another every year. Change it. And it's just so good for them. They love it. And tires are up. Oh, I was going to say, you better be careful. There's cops out there. All right, so sometimes if you notice when you cut the grass, if it looks a little uneven, sometimes it can be your tire pressure. So check that as often as you think is correct. You know, every 2 or 3 weeks or something, especially on big old suckers like this. Okay, thanks again. Spending time with me. I appreciate it. All right, bye-bye.